Hello there, Jolan. Okay, this is Bev. I'll be giving you some feedback. Right, I'm writing in regard to the James Moore report. Okay, I don't have your question, Jolan, but if this is his surname, make sure that you're spelling it correctly, okay? Um, about the family show on ABC channel on June 13th, okay? And you need to put June in full, and you also probably need to put the year, okay? As you may know, the family show, this family show, is one of the most successful programs being broadcasted, uh, which deals with aspects of family life. Okay. In fact, I have followed all of the previously, you could say, aired, AIRED, in other words, shown on TV, it's a good word to use, previously aired programs demonstrating the real efforts, which demonstrated their real efforts to address family problems. Okay. I am interested in this TV show, take away the capital S, since it not only addresses psychological disorders, which are among the main causes of today's family breakdown, but it has also attempted to use real cases to show, I think what you want to say here, to use real cases in order to demonstrate the answers to questions that the audience may have. Please note that I do not intend to claim that it does not have any negative aspects. Okay, well, I think what you want to say there, although overall I think this is a very good show, there is a negative aspect which I'd like to bring to your attention. For example, Mr. James mentioned some issues related to adultery, and I feel that this is a sensitive issue which may offend some religious groups. Okay, I would like to kindly request that you reflect the positive features of the show in your newspaper, since you can say, in spite of this one particular negative aspect, I would like to suggest that you make known in the newspaper the positive features of this show, as I feel that the general public have a lot to benefit from this program. Okay, so there's quite a lot that you're saying in this paragraph, so you need to reword it a little bit, okay, because it becomes a bit difficult to read. So some of the phrases you want to say may offend. You could say it is a sensitive issue which may offend certain religious groups. Okay, and here you want to say that even though you find the show a great show, there is some. This is the negative aspect that you'd like to highlight. Okay, but overall, that's a good effort. Just look at breaking down your sentences a little bit. Make sure you do things in full words, and be sure to use the right prepositions. Okay, but good work, Jolan. Let's take a look at your essay for computer education in schools. Okay, right. There has been a considerable amount of discussion about whether pupils would be better off learning computer skills at home or at school. While it may be argued that children might learn essential computer skills on a day-to-day basis, I strongly believe that these skills need to be taught in schools. One principal factor, okay, principal needs to be spelled P-L-E, okay, go and look up the difference in meaning. For students one principal factor why students should study computer subjects at school is that they will be given an opportunity to learn about basic computer knowledge correctly. In fact, adolescents will need to compete with the growing trends of a technologically driven society that relies on computers to perform daily tasks. Brilliant sentence. Hence, the classroom is a good starting point, good wording, for people to learn how to use these complex wouldn't say machines, these complex, how to use complex technology correctly. Research conducted by Oxford University in 2012 revealed that the majority of British students who had learned how to navigate computers and the internet at school, internet lowercase, at school, take away that, would have been prepared later in life to utilize computers for more complex assignments, I would say tasks. Okay? Therefore, compulsory computer education is the precursor for the young generation to develop their computer skills efficiently. Lovely word. Okay. Another compelling reason for pupils to attend computer courses at school is that they will learn how to access academic sources professionally. Excuse me. That is clearly the case that teachers are great leaders to guide young learners how to use academic. I don't know how you want what you're trying to say there. This is clearly the case where teachers are great leaders, can act as great leaders to guide young learners on how to use online academic databases such as journals and published papers. However, if they investigate on their own, they are more likely to fail to find the aforementioned resources. Consequently, using academic sources correctly is considered as a key reason for students to have, I wouldn't say an obligatory, I would say have mandatory computer courses in their school's curriculum. Okay. Take away the S. Go and look at the difference between obligatory and mandatory. Okay. In short, although there is some dispute about whether computer education should be a non-compulsory course for young learners, I hold the view that it is important for them to learn computer skills at school in order to be able to learn the basic knowledge properly and to have the access to academic sources, to have efficient access to academic sources. Okay. Overall, Jolan, very good essay. You've used some wonderful phrases, some great vocabulary. Just a few little bits of tweaking you need to do to make it a little bit more smoother. But as it stands, you could possibly even get an 8 for this essay. It's very well written. So excellent work. So just do a few of those brush ups and tweaking, and you'll score very high. Well done.